Suppose we position a parabola in the coordinate plane in such a way that the vertex is at the origin and the focus is on the y-axis. Suppose it is at the point 0a on the y-axis. Since the focus and the vertex are on the y-axis, then the axis of symmetry is the y-axis. And since the directrix is perpendicular to the axis of symmetry, the directrix is a horizontal line. Using the fact that the vertex is halfway between the focus and the directrix, then we know that the distance between focus and the vertex is absolute value of a, which in this case is going to be a. The directrix is going to be also absolute value of a distance away from the vertex and will pass through the point on the y-axis with the coordinate negative a. And therefore, the equation of the directrix is y equals negative a. Now, what will be the equation of such parabola? Suppose the point P with coordinates x, y is on the parabola. Then we know that the distance between the point P and F has to be the same as the distance between the point P and the directrix. Constructing distance between the point P and the directrix, we can see that the distance is the same as the distance between points P and Q, where Q has coordinates negative x and negative a. So the parabola is described by that equation. Distance between the point P and F is the same as the distance between point P and Q. Using distance formula, we can write that the distance between point P and F is x minus 0 squared plus y minus a squared, and the distance between point P and Q will be the square root of x minus x squared, difference of the x coordinates, plus the difference of the y coordinates squared. Removing the radicals will give me x squared plus y minus a squared is equal y plus a squared. And now removing parentheses, squaring the binomials will give us x squared plus y squared minus 2ay plus a squared is equal y squared plus 2ay plus a squared. Since we have the same terms on the left and on the right, subtracting them from both sides will remove them from the equation. Sorry, x squared is not going to get removed, y squared is going to be removed. And equation will become x squared is equal 4ay. This is the standard equation of the parabola with the vertex at 0, 0 and the focus at the point 0a. Notice that the equation contains the a. This is the same a as the coordinate, non-zero coordinate of the focus. And one last thing, the latus rectum segment, which helps us to graph a parabola. Latus rectum segment is the segment that is perpendicular to the axis of symmetry and segment that goes through the focus. Let's say the endpoints are A and B. We know that the distance between focus to the point A or B is twice the distance between the vertex and the focus. And therefore we can write the coordinates of the endpoints of latus rectum. Point A will have x coordinate negative 2, absolute value of A, and A, and the point B will have coordinates 2, absolute value of A, and A.